What's up? Welcome to Clash from the Past. We're going to talk this morning about two 2v2 games that I played. I played 3 this morning. I won 2 of them. We're going to talk about the wins. We're going to start there. Now, for those of you who don't know, 2v2 is my favorite game mode, so most of the videos here will be about those types of battles in Clash Royale. Let's begin. When I get paired up with my partner in this first match, the first thing I see when the game opens up is that they are carrying a Golem. And my thought is, that's a big ticket item. It's 8 Elixir. It's quite a bit. And so therefore, my second thought is, boy, if you're going to do that, you better know what you're doing. And as it turns out, as far as deck construction goes, as you can see right here, it seems like they do. Because surrounding the Golem is various other small to medium cards that lends itself to being versatile, being able to support the playing of that big card. Their average elixir works out to about 3.37, whereas my deck, as you can see, is 3.1. And look at our opponents real quickly. Boy, they're carrying a lot of big cards. The math on the top deck is 4.6 average elixir, and the math on the bottom is 4.12. I don't know this, of course, at the time, but looking at it in retrospect, we're in good shape. My approach also as a partner in this situation is we are centering our game around their Golem. When and where they play it is up to them, and I sure hope they find the right spot. You can see right there, they open with a balloon right at the tower, and thank you very much. You think you're sneaking a balloon in on the tower and 2 decks don't have enough? You got another thing coming. We take that thing down, we got this goblin thing, and then they're behind it. So we're dealing obviously with a giant skeleton, which we need to take care of. Now, the one thing about the giant skeleton is you just want to stop it. You don't want to overload in front of it because it's going to have a bomb that's going to blow up in your face. So you want to make sure that you put enough to keep it getting to the tower, and that's a great rune giant right there to stop it. So we have the bomb, so don't put anything more down. Let this play itself out. Nice lock, deal with the goblin barrel, and then this gosh darn stupid end of whatever that goblin creation is. That's a relatively new card. And our bonus is we get to take down our little musketeer and a couple pops. Those add up. Doesn't look like much, but they add up. Okay, so now everyone's out on the Etant, and they make another mistake. They just release a minion horde right at the tower. Again, not fooling anyone. And he got the firecracker down, so I just put the knight in front just to test the waters, just to make them react to that knight and allow the firecracker to win. Oh, here comes the rain rider. So they got a lot of big cards, and yeah, they're going to hit our tower, and it does look like we're down. I respond to with the giant just to keep it all from advancing, and then boom, he pops down the golem, which I think this is a great move. Their response is to come in on the other side, which isn't bad because we don't have anything to stop their balloon, but we'll trade towers right now. And not only that, we traded towers, but we're going for the big one as well. They froze it too. So they just basically mortgaged their future to get 1 tower. Meanwhile, we're concentrating up top. That golem's still busy. Oh boy, he fires a rocket. Okay, see? This is just foolishness. I don't know who these whippersnappers are on the other side, but we're raking. So we continue to load back, not too much, don't get too hasty, and then, I zap those minion hordes, and oh, here comes the Ram Rider again. Now this could be a problem. Absolutely could be a problem. They're going to take down 2 towers, and we have 25 seconds left, so that's not a lot, but they created an opening for us to go. He tries to stop him with the giant skeleton, and now it's just a mad dash. We got to get there, and guess what? We do. We won the game. We won the game. They got 2 of our small towers, but we took out the big one. So what do you want? 2 little tacos, or do you want a whole burrito? That's a win, and that's a good one. Good job, teammate 8, whatever your name is. All right, moving on to our second match. I am paired up with someone named Chronic, which I assume means they have chronic illnesses or quick deck analysis. Again, I don't know this, but looking back on it, this individual has a deck that's average elixir around 2.65. And if you're like, why does he always talk about average elixir? Because it really matters. I think it really matters in a lot of different ways. Again, no elixir is too high or too low to be able to win, but just under 3 I can work with and pair with well. Eventually feel it out. So, anyways, we start off this match and they come immediately, boom. What are they doing? That's right. They're going to drop the hog. Now, look, I don't mind this move if my partner makes it. I think it can be interesting, dropping the hog right at the tower at the beginning. One, you usually get a few hits in on the opponent's tower, which is going to happen. And you also get a reaction, see how they react to it. So they come at us immediately with that, and we drop, I drop a mega minion, and they drop some bats. The thing I don't really care for is the dropping of the cannon, because once you have the bats and the mega minion above it, let them respond to that, because those two things will deal with the hog pretty well. Don't over defend, don't freak out. We get past that, and then we go back the other way. They drop in their Valkyrie, and then the skeleton barrel. Nice Dark Goblin right there takes care of that. That's nice. So we have a Dark Goblin on the other end, and I decide I'm just going to drop in the Knight in front of it. That gives it some nice cover, which it ends up doing, and we end up taking the Wiz out too. And now we have this princess. They put the giant skeleton there. Now, what I really wish my partner did is roll a log at that princess, because we take it out and back. But it ends up not really matter. The firecracker does a good job, and boy, once again, you guys love your firecrackers, don't you? You just love them. Anyways, here comes a problem for us. Right here, you can see they have a monk. Now, this guy is this guy's a jerk. I don't use him, but battle against him a lot, and he can be incredibly tricky, especially when he does his thing where everything bounces off him. So you have to give him a wide berth. I've also found ground troops are way more effective than anything in going after him. But understand that, you know, the monk's gonna have his way a little bit, and you just gotta let him do that until you can take him out. Dropping the Dark Goblin on the right, draw the log. I guess so. It's sort of like, I don't know. But anyways, I throw my guards in just to get a reaction, and that's a pretty decent reaction. We jammed up, and then we have a little bit of a problem, but ends up putting down the ghost, and I got the musketeer in the back there, which is nice, and they kind of overplayed their hand right there. So we are pushing back, and even though he has the monk, the rune giant, who I don't really love, is doing a pretty good job in this situation, getting through to the tower and drawing away a lot of fire. Now they have a problem because they dropped a giant skeleton to defend, and we just erased that too. Meanwhile, I was able to take out the Wiz with a bomber. So again, we have the advantage. We got the link advantage. I mean, the elixir advantage, and all we have to do is exploit it at that point. So we load up on the left, and what's kind of neat is my partner then decides, well, I'm going to attack on the right. That's a good thing to do. If you're feeling good on the left, and you put them in a crouch position, attack on the right too. Helps them spread out their defense. And so we're going at the tower here too, and maybe a little bit too aggressively. As you can see, they end up coming back with the skeleton and the monk. We are in a crouch position as time is running down, but I think we're going to be able to hold this, which we do. It's close, you know. You give it 5 more seconds, and they might have been able to take down another tower, and then it's a reset. But we managed to get a win with some good play, some over-aggressiveness from their end. And so those are 2 wins. I'll be talking about some losses, because losses are just as interesting as wins, but they were a lot of fun. Finding different ways to work together to beat combinations. Like beating a monk, that's fun. I like doing that, because the monk gets me more often than I get it. So anyways, Clash from the past, that's me, the old man who plays Clash Royale, has to go right now, because I have to do stuff like work. And if you do too, thanks for stopping by. But I'll see y'all next time.